Hi, you guys. Lady Rochelle here, author and founder of Warriors Talk, where we move away from awareness towards action. And I'm coming on with a special edition of Warriors Talk, the afternoon edition. So I want to talk about really quickly narcissists. Yeah, so we're going to talk about narcissists, which is someone who thinks about themselves all the time. They think very highly about themselves, like overly highly about themselves, and it's all about them. And they want people to cater to them, they want to have control over you, and they want to be able to use you as they see fit. Okay, so I'm sure as I'm mentioning this, you can think of somebody in your head that probably does that, right? So, we're going to talk about what happens when that narcissist gets a new supply. What happened when he gets a new supply? Or what happened when she gets a new supply? Can you do me a favor before we go any further? Can you like and share this video for me and let somebody else know that we're talking about narcissists so that they can get this information? So, a person that's a narcissist needs admiration. They need praise. They want you to praise them all the time. They have a sense of entitlement. They want to feel like, oh, I'm supposed to get this. I'm entitled to this, because of who I am, right? That's a narcissist. A narcissist demeans the individuals that they're with. They intimidate you. They use control. They bully you. But they also love bomb you. But that's really only in the beginning or when they're trying to get you back into their control. So, what happens when a narcissist gets a new supply? Meaning, what happens when they get someone else and they may be still dealing with you, they may be still dating you, but guess what? They have found somebody else to kind of fill your shoes, and it could be because of something you've done, right? So, what happens when they get a new supply? So, they will find a reason to start a disagreement with you, some type of disagreement, just so they can kind of justify why they have this new supply or why there's a need for a new supply. So, I mean, it could be with them, it could be pretty much anything when it comes to a disagreement. It doesn't have to be, something big. It could be as simple as, um, you know, you're at a restaurant and you're ordering and you know that he doesn't or she doesn't like this certain restaurant, but you're there. So now they have a reason to pick an argument with you. Or even if you're late getting to the restaurant with them, they don't, they want you to be on their timing. They don't want it to be to where you're in control of anything. It's all about them. So if they say be there at 5 o'clock, guess what? You better be there at 5 o'clock, or they're going to have a reason to start an argument with you. And that's going to give them a reason to, or justification to do what it is that they need to do with their new supply. Tip number 2, if you don't come through for them, they're going to put you on probation. You're going to be on some type of probation because, you didn't come through for them. Again, it's all about them. It's all about what they want and what it is that they needs are, and you need to be fulfilling their needs. So if you don't come through on something that they want or something, that's supposed to satisfy them, or even picking them up. Say if they called you and say, hey, I want you to pick me up, and you don't show up, and or you don't show up. And so they have to, or if they have to find another means of doing it and it wasn't through you, oh, you're going to pay. They're going to be so upset. And now this is going to put you on a probation because, they feel like it's supposed to be all about me. Now, they don't have time for me. So now guess what? Since you don't have time for me, okay, now I'm going to have to put you on probation. You're going to have to earn, me wanting to be with you again. You're going to have to earn that. And who knows what they're going to put you through. Crazy. Tip number 3. Tip number 3 is what happens when the narcissists get a new supply. Hold on, because I see a comment here. Hey, Henry. How are you, Henry? This is like a brief warriors talk. It just came into my head. So I'm like, okay, let me just get it out while it's here. So tip number 3, when a narcissist get a new supply, is that the communication is not going to be consistent. So now they're not going to be communicating with you like they normally do. The communication is going to be limited, and you're going to find yourself the one reaching out to them about what's going on. They're not going to be the ones reaching out to you. You're going to have to always reach out to them, because now, they feel like you didn't come through for them. They feel like they can't count on you. So since they can't count on you, what's the point of them even contacting you or talking to you? Because right now you're on the list. So tip number 4, when a narcissist get a new supply, and by the way, a new supply is a new person in their life, the new love of their life, if you want to say that. So tip number 4 is you will find yourself initiating time together. They're not going to initiate that time because now, they have somebody else in that spot, somebody brand new, and you already know when somebody gets a new toy, what's that like, right? When somebody get a new toy, they want to play with that new toy. The new toy is shiny, it hasn't been touched, so they want to play with that new toy until that new toy does something or cannot do something that they want it to do. And when that happens, now it kind of opened up the door a little bit for you to come back in and get your spot back. They're going to make a way for you to come back in to try to get your spot. So they may contact you and say, hey, I was just thinking about you, let's do this, or let's do, come over here. I need you for this. I'm doing good, Henry. Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate it. It's going to be really quick because I'm on my lunch. So I just wanted to get this off my chest, talking about the narcissist and when they get a new supply. So if you ever dated a narcissist, then you can pick up on some of these things. So tip number 4, you will find yourself initiating time. You will find yourself calling that person, trying to figure out, when can we be together? Why you haven't called me? What's going on? And, they'll come up with some nonchalant story about why they're not contacting you and why y'all not together or whatever. So you just have to be like, okay, so now you're sitting and waiting. You're sitting in the holding pattern right now until they contact you. So you're not supposed to be, contacting them, initiating when we're going to do this or when we're going to do that. No. They want to be the one to say, let's do this. It's all about them. It's all about them. So when they feel like, oh man, this person is giving up, I'm about to lose them totally, they feel you slipping away. So now they have to do some type of, cause some type of scene, some type of drama to try to get you back, under their grips. Because now you slipping away fast because you feel like they're not communicating with me. They're not spending any time with me. They have somebody else. We're disagreeing about everything. What's really going on. So now they feel you slipping away. So, when somebody feels you slipping away and they want to, make sure that you don't, what they do? Number 6, they put the charm on you to stay. They put the charm on you. So now you don't have a choice, and they're going to, it's like love bombing. They're going to bomb you with all of the love and all of the time and calling you and just catering to your needs. And they're only doing this, tip number 7, so they can regain control. Once they regain control, it's going to go right back to the degrading, right back to the intimidating, right back to the bullying, right back to the catering to me and not you. It's all about the narcissist, and it's never about you. So if you're dealing with a narcissist and you want to know if they have a new supply, then here you are. They're going to start some type of disagreement so that they can pull away from you, right? It's going to be always your fault. They're never going to apologize. Tip number 2 is they're going to put you on some type of probation. So now you're going to have to regain their trust all over again because of what you did, right? Tip number 3, they're going to stop communicating with you. It's not going to be consistent. You're going to always find yourself, number 4, initiating time and contact to be with that person. Now, they're going to feel you slipping away, so they're going to have to turn some type of trick so that you won't totally slip away. They're going to turn on the charm. They're going to love bomb you to death. And you're going to feel like, oh, wow, this person really loves me. They just give me so much attention and, everything that I need. But it's only for a short period of time until they regain control. So there you have it. This is the narcissist when they get a new supply. So how I want to end this show is I want to read one of my poems from my book that was published actually on my 50th birthday. It's 50 poems, and it's 8 chapters for a new beginning, and it's actually a poetic recollection of just everything that I've been through, the transformation, the pleasure, the pain, leading me all to my purpose. So the poem that I'm going to read is titled I Deserve. And it's actually I Deserve 1 because I have an I Deserve 1 and 2. So this is I Deserve 1. Ready? Let's go. I deserve a love that's true. I deserve to have my cake and eat it too. Feeling down and not feeling blue. Feeling blue is not living. Someone's always taking and never giving. I put my heart on the line too many times, only to have it snatched up and brewed like coffee grinds. Some say love is blind. The truth is, love plays tricks on the mind, always leaving me behind the wall of shame, determined to drive me insane, like hair dyes, leaving stains. I deserve a love that's true. I deserve to have my cake and eat it too. This love war is no joke. The doctor said I'm borderline for a stroke. Stroking me is all he want to do, leaving traces of me in his love pool. Somebody is always calling me when I'm doing lives, right? This love war is no joke. Doctor said I'm borderline stroke. Stroking me is all he wants to do, leaving traces of him in my love pool, treating me more and more like a fool. With every deposit, I'm left confused, while he's attempting to erase my muse with mental and verbal abuse. I'm trying effortlessly to break this soul tie with the thoughts of suicide, trying to ease my mind. This isn't love, it's worse than genocide. He's trying to keep my love confined. My love is like an eagle. It's destined to soar. He's realizing he no longer holds the key to keep me wanting more. Broke loose from his mental chains, and I'm free to love again. I deserve a love that's true. I deserve to have my cake and eat it too. This is Lady Rochelle, author and founder of Warriors Talk, where we move away from awareness towards action. Thank you for tuning in to the afternoon edition. See ya.